You're posting consistently, you're providing value to some of the followers you have, but yet your channel is kind of stuck and not growing. It's a common issue, one that I face myself. And it's not always the thumbnails or the titles, the hook or description, but it is something that's fairly basic. And even though it's basic, it's also fairly hard. And what I'm talking about is, instead of posting content that shows and posting content that actually connects to your audience. The reason it's so hard is because it takes time. It takes time to connect with the audience. There's a reason why MrBeast says to do 100 videos. As you guys watch this channel and I farm out the videos to the other more specified channels that I tested on this channel, inevitably, easy for me to say, you're getting to know me, what's going on with me, and you're developing a type of rapport or relationship with what's going on. Now, for whatever reason, you might be interested in what's going on. Or if you're not, then, you might not watch another one of my videos, because I can't help but overshare about my situation. But it's just who I am. It's how I tell my story. It's how I do business. I include a lot of stuff, what's going on in my life, hopefully with the right people. And this is what is the beauty with the YouTube algorithm, is it's going to connect the exact people that are interested in a story set up the way I set mine up. And it's going to be content that is enjoyable, entertaining, intriguing, but yet still provides value, because you can for sure do both, but you have to connect with the audience in some way. And as soon as you do that, you will probably start to get a little more traction. That doesn't mean you ignore the other things like the thumbs, the hooks, the descriptions, but you have to do all of it in one. And that's why it takes up to 100 videos to get good at it, because it's hard. You'll hear me say this a lot, how hard it is, because doing it as a disconnected professional, like a photographer, and making a social media post for a realtor on a listing, or even a narrative about what I do, that's easy. Because all I'm doing is I'm checking a box. I'm showing the audience what I can accomplish, how I can help them solve a problem. But trying to get the audience to care, that's something that Gary Vee is really hitting hard on right now. And that's to just share your personal stories. So it's a little easier for me to adopt that kind of regimen of posting, because I was already doing that. I just have to let go of all fear of looking stupid or worrying about whether people care or not. I do have those conversations with ChatGPT. I'm not such a narcissist where I think everyone's going to care about what I have to say, but it assures me that people do care. And I guess in the end, I want to know the whole story of the person I'm watching. And so it's just so much easier to believe in doing those type of stories when you have a loyal audience. Right now, I have 30 people, so that makes it a lot easier than when it was 5. But even when it was 5, if those 5 were important, you think about when you're on the phone with your best friend and you're telling them the story, or you're sharing an experience, then you're only worried about one person. And maybe that's the way to kind of approach this. Think of it as talking to your best friend. You know, in one of the videos we talked about figuring out who the person you were trying to help was, and you're talking to them. I think it's a good hack, a good way to think about what we're doing here, because it's a new concept. It's foreign to many unless you've been doing it for a long time. Now, hopefully, as time goes on, it will get less foreign and more natural. Just like my delivery, just like my topics, just like my thumbnails, just like my descriptions have gotten fine-tuned. Hopefully, this messaging will get fine-tuned where I'm actually connecting and not talking to you. So that's one of the secrets to social media. You know, it's always going to be frequency of posting and doing it consistently and having a good message. Those things are never going to change. But all that stuff also helps you develop a connection, which is probably the most important thing, because a computer really can't do that quickly. And it can't do that in the way that you can. I hope that's helpful. Remember, I'm trying to grow this channel to 50 subscribers by my birthday, which is November 9th. It's in 8 days. It's November 1st. If you could help me out by hitting that subscribe button, I need 20 more people. The Brazil trip has been on and off and on and off, in our minds at least. Right now we're waiting on visas. Drake's has made it to the embassy. It's waiting to get approved. Lily's is at the embassy waiting to get approved. Mine is still stuck in quality control because apparently when I take a picture, it puts a shadow on my face. I don't get it. But that's a subject for the next video. But I will say this. I started out all of this as just kind of a hope and a dream, a way to try and figure out my next steps. And if that's what you're trying to do, whether it's by growing your social media, starting a YouTube channel, trying to have a successful business, running an Airbnb, you know, you can do this as long as you believe and as long as you continue to work hard to get your goals done. And that's all we're doing here. Let me know what your challenges are in the description below. Like I said, if you could hit that subscribe button, greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, if you have, thank you very much. We'll continue to try and give you guys value on several different subjects. It's a little bit easier when you're posting every day to be able to give something at least once a week that your audience member is interested in. Good luck. Talk to you very soon.